Welcome back to Mima's Place. Here I have another mini composition book tutorial with two different mini books. This one is actually from the Walmart packet that I previously mentioned in the last video, and this one is from the Dollar Tree. Now I did mention that also the prices do vary. These come 3 in a pack, which are $1.25, and these come 3 in a pack, which is $1.12, at least at my Walmart. Now there is a difference in the pages. This one has 50, this is 240. So you can see the difference. I don't know if I could get it up to the camera so you could see it. But we are going to make this one today. And since spring, I want to stay with spring colors. So let's go ahead and move forward to make them. Now again, we're going to start off right there with this one, and the actual measurements and the materials are going to be at the end of the video as with the others. It's going to be the same process. You're going to need 2 of this yellow paper. You can choose whichever color you want, 2 of these. You're going to use 2 of these with gold, and then your pattern paper as well. Very simple project, because all you're going to have to do is just slice it this way and you've got your papers that you need. Again, these are two of each of them, 1 for the front, 1 for the back. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move forward. And I did some of it previously because I wanted to speed up the process a little bit so that the video wasn't quite as long and to make it more simple. But again, keep in mind, the measurements are going to be at the very end. So we're going to go ahead and put this right on here. And hold on just a second here. Let me get... I'm going to put that right there. And just go ahead and, all right, there you go. And the next portion that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, as I stated, we're going to put the goat on. Now it starts off like this, and just simply cut it with your scissors or with whatever cutting machine that you might have. And I did mine on the Tim Holtz cutter that I have. And what you're going to do is you're going to paste these two together. Excuse me, glue them together. Paste comes from a child. An old child term. That's the... I remember I used to use that wording in grammar school. It's funny because they change the wordings as you go along in life. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put it down right here. This is actually the second time I'm doing this video, only because the first time, the background, I had a yellow mat, a silicone yellow mat. Well, it was a little bit too much on the eyes, considering that the colors for this project are yellow. So it wasn't the best decision I made. So I decided to go ahead and make it easier on the eyes and use instead the glass and the regular one that I normally use. Now this is the other side. I cut again. I cut these previously so to speed up on the time frame. But you simply just slice them in half. And you may have to alter the sizing just a little bit, because on some of them, it may vary, only because the book itself, they're not all the same size. They're like, maybe I would say 1/16 of a difference. And then what you need to do here is that these special little ones on, if I can use this right here, these come off of a website called Skip to My Lou. And she gives them away free, and there's quite a number of different variations. They're positive affirmations is what she labels them. And they're really nice. So that's where I actually got that one. And you just simply cut it out and then cut out whatever your sizing is. Now, I didn't provide necessarily the measurements for this because this is going to vary depending on what size you cut this. So what I would do is, if you're not sure on your sizes, go ahead and cut this one out, and then just excuse me, glue it to any black portion of paper that you use, and then cut around it to size it to whatever specifications that yours may be. Okay, now that pretty much says right there. Now there's I'm just a little off, just a tiny bit off, but it's bothering me, so I'm going to cut it off just a tiny bit. And it actually goes right here. So I'm going to bring this one in over here just so that we can follow along. And we'll just go ahead and put this right here. So you can see that it goes right there. And then this one is actually a die that I had, these butterflies. They come from, let's see, I think it's from AliExpress is where I actually bought them. I will link it at the bottom if I can find it, so that you can purchase them if you want. They actually came like this. So yeah, this is the die that I'm using today, but there's a couple of butterflies on here. And what I did is I just piled them on top of one another, and I only glued this portion right here. And then obviously on the other side I glued it down to the composition book. Now if you notice, I actually offset it just a little bit. I don't put it right on top. I offset it a little bit so that you can see the bottom butterfly a little bit more clearly. They're really beautiful, these butterflies. I really like them. And they remind me so much of the spring. It's the springtime. I think it turns, what is the hour? Spring forward. Fall back, spring forward. So your hours are going to change. I think it's next Sunday actually that they change. Okay, so that concludes this one right here on the front. Now what I did is if you notice, I trimmed around here with my scissors. So that's really all you need to do is trim around. But also, before I move to that, I went ahead and I did the back to save time. And so we're just going to trim around here. Now you'll see that it's just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it going down just a little bit. And over here too as well. So we have this. Isn't that beautiful? Oops, I've got to make sure that I let that dry before I start moving it around. So they're that simple to do. They're not really hard, but they look absolutely beautiful. That gives you an idea of these two that I just completed. Well, this one I previously completed, but of the one we just completed together. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I hope you subscribe and like to my video, subscribe to my channel, and just press the like button on the bottom of the screen there. Okay, y'all have a blessed day. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.